A few weeks ago, we had a broody hen hatch out 2 chicks, and then a few days ago, our other broody hen started hatching out chicks, and now she is off her nest with 4 babies. Even though this hen still has eggs that she hasn't hatched out yet, she is off her nest with her babies that have already hatched. So I took her and her babies out of the brooder so they can free range around our 30-acre property. After I took Mama and the dry babies out, I noticed there was a chick who had just hatched, still left in the brooder. So because the mama hen wasn't there anymore to sit on it and keep it warm, I put it in our incubator to finish drying off. It took a little while for the mama hen to get used to having babies with her. A couple times she tried to go in the coop, but her babies couldn't follow her, so she was confused. She's like, do I go in? Do I come out? But after that, she figured it out pretty well. When the mama hen first got off her nest with her dry chicks, she started scratching and digging in the bedding like any chicken would, and she accidentally covered up some of her eggs that were beginning to hatch. So I rescued them from the bedding, and even though I wasn't really hopeful for any chicks that might have been alive in there, I left them in the brooder to see if anything would happen. I was a bit nervous to see how our new mama hen and her chicks would do with our old mama hen and her chicks being in the same area, but so far they're staying pretty far away from each other. Either they haven't noticed each other yet, or they're just avoiding each other. I came back later in the day to discover that our new mama hen had blood all over her comb area. I don't know if she got in a fight with another chicken, or if it was one of the turkeys, or the rooster, or possibly the other mama hen. When a chicken is taken out of the hierarchy and left in the brooder for a while and then gets reintroduced back in, they sometimes do have to fight for a position again. So I wasn't too surprised, but though there is a bit of blood, I can't see any wounds, so it isn't really that bad. And new mama and old mama are in the same area, and they're not being with each other or fighting, or their chicks aren't getting confused about who their mom is, so that's good. Later that day, I found 2 more chicks that had looked like they freshly hatched, so even though they were covered by a whole bunch of bedding for a long time, they didn't suffocate, and even though their mom wasn't sitting on them, they still managed to hatch, which I was kind of surprised about. So I put them in the incubator as well, along with the one I found earlier. And then I saw both mamas near each other again, with nothing bad happening. So it looks like we have our new mama hen, who's camped out over here by the beehives. And then our mama hen with the older chicks is camped out in her usual spot by the brooder and the coop. And then it's looking like we have a new broody hen. Let's see if she'll do it yet. She's kind of puffing up. Oh yeah, look at that. I want you to peck me. Oh yeah, you're broody. Yay! So we're not quite ready for her to hatch chicks yet. So we're going to let her stay broody for a few more days before we let her hatch chicks. So I'm going to get the eggs out from under her, then bring the 2 mama hens in here for the night to keep them safe. Hopefully that all goes okay. 1 broody mama in and 1 to go. So we have new mama and old mama together. They each have their chicks under them, so the babies haven't gotten confused about whose mama's who. So we'll leave them here tonight and let them out to free range again tomorrow and see how that goes. The next morning we had 1 chick left who hadn't hatched out of its egg. I can hear some mommy and babies clucking to each other in the coop. Let's let them out. Usually the mama hen with the older babies will come right out, and she'll come out, and then the babies have learned to jump over this thing, so they come out right away. But for some reason this morning they're staying in. I don't know if that's a bad sign, like something's happened. We're gonna check it out. I think the mama of the younger chicks jumped out, but they didn't follow her, so now she's looking for them. Here, let's open this bigger door. Oh, no, this is the mama of the older chicks. Mama of the younger chicks is still in there. She has a little bit of blood on her still. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. Older chick mama is out with her 2. Younger chick mama is in the coop still with her 3. It will be kind of difficult for them to get out over here. There is some, the bedding is kind of risen up around the lip, so it's not as much. But over there especially, it's like really tall. So they'll probably be able to get out pretty easily. We have to go to church this morning though, so I don't want to leave her here and then think she'll come out, but then have her not, or her babies not be able to get out. So maybe I'll chase her out this morning, just because I won't be able to come check on her later through the day. Hey, Mommy, we're gonna go. Good job, good job. Go out. And then let the babies follow you. Come on, babies. Come on. No, no. Yeah, figure it out. Yay, one of them did. Come on. 2. He's thinking about jumping. 2, 3, and come on, 4. Yes. So that went really well. We had 2 mama hens with 2 batches of chicks of different ages, and the older chicks followed their mama, the younger chicks followed their mama. In the past we've had chicks get confused about which mama is theirs, so they'll just switch in between, but it seems like that isn't happening this time. Yay! No one got seriously wounded in the coop last night. New mama hen still has a little bit of blood on her from I don't know what. I'm assuming it's a fight with another chicken, but I don't really know. And all 4 of her babies are here. They came out of the coop pretty easily. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable just leaving them, going to church, and then coming back to check on them this afternoon. Oh my gosh, you guys. This chick, oh my goodness. I thought this chick was dead in its eggshell, and it's now hatched. It wasn't like this morning, and the papery film that's like on the inside of the eggshell was all dry, and the chick wasn't moving for days. There was like a little pip out of it, and we could see its little bit of beak, but it wasn't moving, wasn't chirping. I thought it had dried out or suffocated because it was buried in a whole bunch of bedding. I didn't hear any chirping or anything. And I was like, oh well, it must be dead. But I just left it in here because I didn't really have the time to throw it away properly. And now there's a baby chick, like hatched out. Oh my goodness. And thankfully it was hot today, so I guess it didn't get too cold and die. It looks kind of recent too. It's kind of drying off a little bit, but it's still pretty wet. Tonight is the night we put all of the chicks who have been in the incubator under a mama hen, but I guess this guy is going to be our new incubator chick, and that is, I believe, egg number 8 to hatch. There shouldn't be, I don't think there are any more eggs, so I think every one of her eggs hatched, which is crazy. Alright, little guy, let's get you in the incubator. Okay, so this is definitely different from all the other days. New mama is right by the coop, and then old mama, who has been being outside the coop every night for a long time, now all of a sudden has just decided to come with her babies into the coop. So that's really surprising. So now I guess I just have to bring new mama in, get her situated, then bring her new chicks, who are dry from the incubator, and put them under her tonight, so that they can get used to being under her, and then hopefully they'll just be part of her clutch as she ventures out tomorrow. So I might go ahead and try that now. She's so close, so it'll probably be super easy. Okay, mama freaked out a little bit when I put her in there. I was able to grab 2 of her chicks fairly quickly. The 3rd one was kind of easy, and then the 4th one though I had to catch a little bit before I could get it. So hopefully she doesn't go out. Let me close that door real quick. We want you and your babies to stay in, mommy. But we still have a few turkeys who haven't gone into the coop yet, so we want to leave everything out for them. Okay, looks like she might be settling back there. So I'll close this door, but then leave this one open, so the few turkeys who haven't come in yet can. Then maybe I'll wait till after dark when everyone's settled down, and then bring the new chicks into their new mama. And thankfully, like last night, old mama is staying with her chicks and keeping them safe and far away from new mama. And then so their chicks are staying separate, they're not fighting, and everything seems to be going okay. Okay, so I guess we get to close it now. I just was able to herd the last 2 turkeys in. Wasn't that hard. So I'll come back in a little bit. I'm just gonna leave this shut. Look at this weird mushroom. Isn't that the coolest thing? whenever we put the door here, it kind of like smashes it. But like, that's the weirdest thing. It's just growing here. How cool is that? And there's our mama turkey with her 4 remaining chicks. A while ago, we found one of her original 5 drowned in our dog water. So that was really sad, but we still seem to have 4 healthy babies that she's taking care of. There's one of her babies. Well, that is certainly not something I liked stumbling upon in the middle of the night. I guess I'll just walk the other way. Okay, Mommy and her babies are right over here. This is a baby of yours. You should adopt it now. 2 under the wing. There we go. And 3 go under the wing. Under. There we go. How good! Well, that went really great. So hopefully she adopts them just fine and they bond to her just fine. It's possible that they won't be as bonded to her as regular chicks because they were not imprinted on her, instead imprinted on the incubator, but it could be that that's not the case, so we'll just have to see how this goes. Hopefully everything goes okay though. And it looks like our broody hen from last night is broody again, so that's good. There's new mama and her babies dust bathing. Teaching them how to dust bathe. How fun. It's nighttime again and new mama is right outside the chicken door. And like last night, old mama is now in the coop with both her babies. I'm glad she started coming in all by herself because it was annoying having to catch her every night. I moved new mama and her babies into the coop, and the broody hen has abandoned her nest box and her clutch of some fake, some real eggs she's been sitting on. And I guess she transferred to the nest box next door, so I guess whatever works. She's not really sitting on any eggs to hatch them yet. I've been collecting them every night until we're ready to put her in the brooder. Our last little chick is still drying in the incubator. He's not quite dry enough yet to go under his mama with his siblings. The next morning, old mama and her 2 chicks came out of the coop just fine. And new mama came out with some of her chicks. But a few of her babies just couldn't figure out how to get out of the coop. It was actually pretty funny to watch. After a long time of watching and waiting for them to get out, I finally came in the coop ready to help them out with a stick. Then 2 of them just jumped out as soon as I came in. And I had to help the last one a tiny bit. And then they were all reunited as one big happy family. And then I was very shocked to come in and look in the incubator, and our last little chick had died. It was looking great the night before. I don't know what happened. So those few days were very interesting and sometimes intense, sometimes super cute, and sometimes just annoying. We now have 1 mama with 2 babies, and then the other mama has 7, and of course our turkey mama, she has I think only 3 chicks now, but she is just roaming wild, but she does stay kind of close by sometimes. I'm so glad both sets of moms are able to raise chicks in the same area in harmony. That was one of my big main fears. But no further wounds have been sustained, all the chicks are fine, and they're just living their best life out free ranging every day. Thanks for watching.